Morning, good evening, good night. Welcome everyone. Yo, today I'm not even gonna waste your time. Finally, Blame True call out this rat exclusive ace. Let's get into the video.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you some clips from Prime Pete's video. You should definitely watch it all, by the way. I'm going to show a counterpoint by TheXclusiveAce, and then we are going to actually run some tests ourselves, and then we are going to show an X factor that's going to tie all of this stuff together.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited because I've been saying this all along. I've been watching TheXclusiveAce, and trust me, when the guy does his in-depth in-depth deep dive analytic research. I don't know if I'm just rambling right now, but you know the type of video TheXclusiveAce makes. Makes sense. But make this make sense. Why every single thing that has came out within Black Ops 6 since the second week of the beta, TheXclusiveAce is just shutting down everything. Not once did this guy say, I understand what you guys are going through, even though I'm not going through the same thing, but I can see where this can happen. No, this guy just keeps shutting down everything like he made the fucking game.
That I've covered before, but it bears repeating.
So let's jump back to this clip. This guy has consistently good hit registration the whole time, and he flicks to 3 players and melts them in exactly 4 shots apiece in 10-meter range for each kill with the Jackal PDW. He then flicks over to the 4th player, hits 4 shots with the Jackal PDW, none of which are actually wall bangs and are around this pole, runs out of ammo, then switches to the...
Alright, so right there around the pole, TheXclusiveAce made a video. I think when erroneous blood effect thing came out with Call of Duty, and he said why some of the bullets are not registering, but on our end, client side, it seems as if it's working. Look at that. You can see that the bullet went through the pillow right there, and it's rendered. Everything in this scene is rendered, and this is exactly how my game plays. Everything is rendered, but yet still you get all these hit markers. Remember, TheXclusiveAce said some of the things aren't rendered. That's why it looks as if we're getting shot through cars, bus, the house, but on the other team. Yeah, go watch that video.
The 9mm PM and hits 2 shots. Only explanation I can think of is that these 2 shots right here were actually somehow wall bangs, and they didn't do enough damage to secure the kill.
Wall bang, every single thing goes through the map in this game. Every bullet goes right through the map. Tell them when I'm telling lies.
But I tested this exact theory out in Nuketown. I shot him twice right here, once in the head, once in the body, 2 times behind the pole, and then shot him twice with my pistol. And guess what? He's dead. Check it out.
Now, earlier in the video, Prime Pete did the test in the firing range and determined that the shots to kill just don't match up. So he recreates it here from actually 2 perspectives, but you can go watch the full video if you want to see that. I mean, he can get the kill here. Why can't the clip guy get the kill? It doesn't make any sense. TheXclusiveAce actually chimed in and gave somewhat of an explanation. Now, here's the thing. If you are a conspiracy theorist or you are a hardcore scientific data guy, you're kind of at odds with each other. I've seen both in my comment section. I've dealt with both. Ace is more of a concrete scientific data guy. And I'll be completely honest with you, in most of these instances, you should side with the data guy. However, last year, Ace tried to...
The data guy didn't make the game, and there's something off about Black Ops 6. That's the truth.
Debunk a lot of the AI bot stuff, and I found his explanations for things to be very circumstantial. They were not concrete answers on what exactly happened. They were...
And this is him calling out TheXclusiveAce. He's doing it from a respective standpoint, but we know what it is. He's calling him out.
Were just possibilities, and that was that. I counterpointed that video with my own, showing that this could not be what's happening based on X, where X is just showing that what he's showing doesn't line up. Does that make sense? I mean, it's hard to explain. You'll have to go back and watch those videos. They're on the channel. If you just type AI bot stuff, you can find the whole thing. I think I even have a playlist about it. And then that was the end of that. There was no more discourse about it. I have no problems with TheXclusiveAce, and I think that he is a great YouTuber, and I think that he is a pillar in this community. I don't know how he's not.
I respect him saying all of that, but yo, let's not put this guy so much of on a fucking high pedestal, because you guys must heard this before. Your friends will hurt you. Your enemies can't hurt you. You know why? Because you're prepared for any single thing that your enemy has to come at you. Is the people here that you trust. Just like with these streamers pushing NZXT's fucking bum ass computers on you. These are the people that you trust, and they're the one that constantly fuck you in the ass. Just like Activision. So yo, call out TheXclusiveAce for his bullshit and not fucking play it down. The guy is up to something. He's up to something. And you don't have to side with people. You don't have to be biased on a scientific side or on a conspiracy side. You can put yourself in that person's position. And with Call of Duty right now, more than half the player base, you can put yourself in their shoes and realizing Activision is doing some bullshit in the shadows. Some algorithmic BS, and their servers are trash. Just say it. You can understand. You don't have to side with one side. You can just side down the middle. Something is just up.
Not hired on by Call of Duty at this point, but that's neither here nor there. The point is he offers an explanation here, but do keep in mind that
he always offers fucking explanation.
I think no matter how unbiased you try to be, there's always a bit of bias on one side, either conspiracy theory or scientific hardcore data. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit more biased towards conspiracy theory. I am a centrist. I lean to the right, lean to the left, but I will side with the conspiracy if it makes a lot of sense, especially if the perpetrator in question is Activision Blizzard. Because logically speaking, I think, again, it is more possible that they are fucking with something on the back end than not, because they've done it so many times before. I constantly reference the CM Punk interview on Colt Cabana's podcast where he's talking about Ryback continually injuring him, and he's done it so many times. He goes up to him and he says, either you're dumb as fuck and you suck, or you're doing it on purpose. And Ryback responds with, I'm dumb as fuck. I'm sorry. You know, Activision, though, it's just not giving us a response at all. We have to assume it is on purpose because they've done it so many times. They've purposely done so many shady things behind the scenes. We have to conclude it's on purpose. I don't think that's a stretch. I don't think that's a conspiracy, and I don't think that is a reach. Agree or disagree in the comments. Anyway, let's see what Ace has to say about this, and I think Ace's point is very valid here. I think in these...
Let me put this on, so I can see better through his bullshit.
Discussions, we need the far conspiracy side, we need the far data side, and we need to converge somewhere in the middle and find the truth. So let's see what Ace has to say. Looks much more like an anecdote that could be showing skill-based damage, or it could be showing something else that's far more likely, like the enemy had the effects of Warcry active. That's a good point. Which, with Gearhead, when it was working properly, would have been earned and likely activated right as that clip was happening and on Nuketown. Would have easily applied to every enemy if just one of them used it due to its range. This is just one potential explanation that actually seems to line up perfectly with the timing of the clip, as well as the short delay when swapping to the pistol, giving more than enough time for Warcry to heal him. A look into theater mode from the enemy's perspective could help clear this up, since unfortunately there's no unique hit marker when shooting someone with Warcry effects active on them. This is a great example showing that anecdotes aren't good enough to be used as definitive proof, and why proper testing methods and considering potential alternatives is important before claiming you have proof of something. To be clear again, it's possible that this clip is showing skill-based damage, but there are alternate explanations that I consider to be far more likely, so I don't accept this as even remotely close to proof of skill-based damage. And while Ace does bring up a good point, and I think that's incredibly valid, I really do.
Yo, Blame Truth, shut the fuck up. Yo, don't even.
Prime Pete does cover this in the video, and in the video he even says, I tested it and there was not enough time for Warcry
The guy's just full of shit.
to activate. So let's consult a third party here, myself, with the aid of Exclusive Ace's video to prove my point.
Normally, without this field upgrade active,
He's calling him out in the most professional way, like a day at the office. You gotta give him a round of applause.
your base healing delay, so the time it takes before you even start healing after you take damage, this is 3.5 seconds. Whereas with Warcry, this is now just 1.5 seconds. So very big improvement there.
So 1.5 seconds. Let's do some detective work. Let's analyze this clip, put it into my editing software, Sony Vegas, and see the time between the hit markers. So within 1.5 seconds, you will start to regen health, and you'll regen it fast. So let's do some detective work here. Let's actually analyze the time in my editing software, which shows me the timestamps between the hit marker with the PDW and then the pistol hit marker. I will try to get it within 1 frame of when the hit markers show. So this is the last hit marker sound and visual effect. I clipped it dead on before we get into the switching to the pistol animation. Now, the way Sony Vegas timestamps work is it's 23 minutes, 32 seconds on the dot, and the 00 after that represents the frames. And there are 30 frames between each second in this instance, so keep that in mind. That means that 1.5 seconds would be approximately 23, 33, 15. Upon the next instance of a hit marker, and this is visual with sound.
Yo, chat, I'm smiling because Blame Truth is a fucking scumbag in in the nicest of ways. This guy is a fucking scumbag. Yo, get it, bruh. Get it. We out here. Get it.
It's not 1.5 seconds. It's below that. It is 23, 33, 13. And I'm being a bit generous here. I'm doing it right on the dot when we get the sound and the visual hit marker. So it is less than that 1.5 second Warcry time. And here's the issue I have with this, okay? It could still be Warcry. And with the desync, maybe something's going on there, but the Warcry thing, it doesn't match up based on the science, the math here. It's not accurate. If Warcry can be that inaccurate, I have to ask, why is it in the fucking game in the first place? Why didn't the devs think to...
Told you, this guy's a fucking scumbag.
I don't know, make you aware when you're
In the most professional of ways with Exclusive Ace. This guy's a fucking scumbag, and I love it. That's exactly how I would have done it.
shooting someone with...
Because you know, Exclusive Ace is gonna try and debacle this clip and saying, well, the numbers and the data shows that this, that, and the other. So you know what Blame Truth did? Running numbers. Yes, he ran the numbers.
Warcry. Why did...
To the millisecond. This guy is a fucking scumbag, and I love it. I love it.
the devs put health bars above the enemy players? All these questions I don't really have answers for, and we don't know if they're just dumb as fuck or if they're doing it on purpose for some sort of manipulation. The only actual explanation I can think of is maybe there were 2 war cries active at exactly the same time,
Makes no sense.
and they were like somehow stacking or something. Does it even stack?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all think? You think Blame Truth did it in the most professional of ways? One thing I can tell you though, you know why? Finally, someone did it. A bigger channel did it. It's about time Exclusive Ace knows that we see through his bullshit. And that's it. My time is up. Good morning, good evening, and good night. See y'all. Deuces.